again, the heavy hair receptionist could be your sleep. It never fails, I weigh a scale of these paper trails and try to balance these challenges life lessons bring. Every journey begin with the first step, and I'm just learning the difference with each breath. It's never about the distance, it's more just about commitment. Therefore, you should never quit unless God call you to rest. Walking alone wasn't really meant for anyone. Calling home is a sentence meant for everyone. Whether you realize or not, the people that surround us the only ones we got. Whether you realize or not, the people that surround us the only ones we got. Where I go, I don't know. I just spent some time, take a roll. I'll be fine, baby. Can you feel the fire? Along this road, I come across these souls. We talk, we know, and we lost control. But can we build a fire? Can you feel the fire? Can we build a fire? Can you feel the fire? I can feel the fire. Can you build a fire? Can you build it? Can you build it? Can you build it? Where I go, I don't know. Just spend some time, take a roll. I'll be fine, baby. Can you feel the fire? Along this road, come across these souls. We talk, we know, and we lost control. But can we build a fire? Can you feel the fire? Can we build a fire? Can you feel the fire? I can feel the fire.
What is up? How's it going? I can't believe the weekend is half over already. That's lame. Give me 1 second. Just finishing up making this tea. Also, actually, also nothing. Okay, we're good. Probably. So I'm going to be picking up where I left off yesterday, which was React stuff, and hopefully I'll get a bit more done today. With any luck. I put myself in a different category because I know that I'm probably not going to get anything done. Alright, let me switch over to desktop. Yeah. So yesterday I managed to get the dock theme working, which was pretty epic. Now I should have a global dock theme across the app, but I don't know if that will translate to every component or just standard ones. I guess we'll see. I think today would actually be... oh no, I forgot to put on my watch. Hold on. I had a shower right before stream and I took off my watch, as you do. I think today might be a good opportunity to mess around with some components and just see what they look like. I'm pretty sure they're all standard material UI stuff, but even with Triggerfire I didn't actually use every single component, so I kind of want to see what's available. And yeah, have a play around, I guess. Let me bring up the Material UI site and we'll check out the component API. Oh good, it remembered dark theme. Nice. Damn, I'm getting some lag already. I wonder if it's... I could close down Spotify, I guess. Or is it just because I have so many... It might be because I'm watching 2 streams. Well, I'm lurking in 2 streams right now. It'll be fine. So I need to check out components. I'm kind of intrigued by the picking components, like datetime. I wonder what they look like. Oh, there is a time picker, which looks pretty neat. And this site is using dark theme as well, actually, so I'm guessing this is what the actual dark theme looks like, which is pretty cool. I've had some ideas for like mock sites that I could potentially make, but mostly just for meme purposes. I don't know if that will become a reality though, we'll see. Native date picker, date and time picker. Nice. What else is there? Transfer list. What is this? Transfer list or shuttle enables the user to move. Oh, I've not actually seen this before. Wow. I guess you could use this for settings or something, like if you want to show specific items or if you want to hide stuff. That could be neat. Or maybe users, if you want to move users between 2 kind of lists, that would also be useful. Ooh, okay, that's neat. I wonder if snack bars look the same. Oh yeah, they do. Nice. CSS baseline is the thing that I included last time, but I didn't actually... Oh, okay, so it's just... Oh yeah, it says utility. Nice. Badges. What's the difference between an avatar and a badge? Is a badge just circular? Oh, badge is like for notifications. Cool. You can add them to... What? You can have like a pulsing online icon. That's pretty neat. What is that? Oh, it's got like an animation, a ripple animation. That's really cool though, I like that. Like if you have a user that's been online in the last X number of seconds or minutes, you could show their profile picture and like a pulsing. Or you could have like an option to show yourself as invisible. It's really cool actually. I wonder if they have like data iterators. Is that a thing here? Has to be. Or is that something you'd want to build yourself? Toggle button is in development? That's weird. You'd think that's kind of be a standard thing. That's the one where you have like a toggle switch. Oh no, this is different. Okay. I was gonna say. Okay, yeah, so standard looking stuff. Modals, what do their modals look like? Oh my god, there's too many modals. Oh, you can click out to cancel them. Okay, I was gonna say. Their modal looks so primitive compared to the view. Or maybe it's just because it's a lack of styling. I don't know. Do they not have a data iterator? Is it table maybe, or list? It's probably table, actually. Yeah, that's a list. Table. That's not what I wanted to click. Yeah, there we go. So you can show I don't think it's limited to just rows of information. I think, well, at least in the case of view, you were able to have like columns. Well, I guess this kind of would be, I mean, well, this is very reminiscent of a table. I don't really know what it would be then. Data iterator. No. Data iterator. It's probably labeled something else. Well, I want to experiment with the date and time selector for some reason. I don't know. It just kind of looks cool to me. So let's try. Wait, do I have to require this or does it come with it? I'm going to assume it doesn't come with it, but I'm going to try anyway. App.js, what I want. Also, actually no, I'll just leave it. Okay, let's see. Import date, time. Well, that's kind of an important thing, so I probably can't use that. Or is that, I'm just thinking of oh god, I have to import all of these things. I don't think I do actually. Keyboard date picker, they called it. Damn, that is a lot of stuff that I need to add. I'm not gonna do that. Well, let me try date time picker. No, I have to require it separately. Well, let's do it anyway because I wanna experiment with it. What do I need? Material UI pickers. Oh, that's running a thing. npm. Oh no, actually this would be perfect because I'm making a mock to do app, so having a datetime picker would be pretty cool. Material UI pickers. So that should give us this. Oh, so I have to remember that I have a tea that I made, so I have to periodically drink that, otherwise it's going to be cold. Well, I guess I could make it into an iced tea, but right now it's hot, so let's not do that. So once that's installing, what do we need? Do I need this? I don't think I do. But this is like, oh, that's just a helper, I think. God, there's so much extra stuff. It just seems so bloated. I did look into Preact. I don't know if it would... Well, Preact is basically a lightweight version of React. And it's supposed to be a lot faster because it's smaller and it mostly just has the core stuff of React. And given what little I know of React so far, I guess I wouldn't really notice much of a difference, but I think for now I kind of just want to understand normal vanilla React, because I think getting used to a different flavor of it will only be harmful in the long run. Okay, installed. Just so that I know everything that's there. Pickers. I guess this is just a part of it, right? Let me move this over here so I don't have to keep switching. Date picker. Well, let's just call it date picker then, because I guess it doesn't handle time as well. And then where do I want to put that? I think I can just do this, right? Date picker. Let's see if that actually just gives us anything just like that. Is it thinking, or what's going on? Oh, it's thinking. Think. Okay. Oh no! It looks like I did need everything else. What? Cannot find utils in context. You either A, forgot to wrap your component tree in MUI, as in material UI, pickers, util provider, or mixed name and direct file imports. Use name imports. Okay, I think I'm already doing that. So I did forget the... Well, I didn't forget, I just didn't know if I actually needed it. I'm trying to get the... minimal amount of working code. MUI pickers util provider, and then I need to wrap this apparently. And do I actually need the date IO thing or no? Doesn't look... Oh, apparently I do need it. Do I? Oh, I do need it. So I need to... Wait, is date.io already installed? That's the other question. Because if it is, then I don't need to be so on edge. Date functions utils from date.io. It's not a thing. So I need to install that as well. Great. Date.io. I guess I'll... Do I need the whole thing? You know what? I'll just install the sub. Whoops. The sub directory, so I don't need everything. And then we shall see. Hopefully this should be all I need to get it working. So I'm thinking I can use this to set a date for the to-do, the memo. So I think there should be... I want to keep it relatively simple. So maybe just a message and a date, and if it's completed or not. And I think that should be it. Okay, are you still going to complain? Yes or no? No? Wait, yes? You are going to complain? Or do I need to extract you? I don't think I do. Modules not found, add days. Is it because I don't have a date initiated, or like to start with? Let's say use state, not use state. Wow. Also, let me get rid of this function keyword because we're above that now, or something like that. Let's say const selected date, set selected date equals use state. Why do I keep writing use state? New date, just today is fine. And we also want a const handle change date. And that should be date, so the new date that is selected, and set selected date with the date that the person has picked. And we'll do value is today's date. And on change, we want to handle change date. And that should give us what we want, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Cracker Crab, what's up? Oh my god, it's a programmer. He's smart. No, he's not really. He tries to be. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't. Anyway, what's up? How's it going? I feel like it's been a while. But I can vaguely only just remember your name. Something like that. Failed to compile. Whee! This is terrible. Everything's breaking. Asahi, what's up? This mod is the best. Oh, you guys. You're just trying to butter me up. For something. I can feel it. In my loins. The legend that everyone wants his stuff. I just gotta fill the void in everyone's lives. As soon as some company or other programmer comes in and starts doing this stuff, I'll be left in the dust. I'm just doing what I can for now. I've been slumming away and drugging away at college. Slumming and drugging away at college. Ah, well, nice. I hope you're at least going to classes. Well, I guess if you're slumming it, you're not really. But, I mean... You never know. Well, happy holidays to you. It's almost the new year. A new decade. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I'm pretty upset that this isn't working for some reason. Well, I mean, I kind of knew it wouldn't work, but it could have been, you know. Wait, what if this is because this isn't... there was a name for it. I thought there would be. Thought there would be. Date. Huh. I occasionally grace classes with my presence. Nice. Hey, unreliable name, what's up? That is an unreliable name. So I got your instant replay widget. I tried logging into Twitch to start to use it. On the site, it just goes to error 502. Huh, weird. 502 is a server error. So I guess that's my side. That's weird. Let me try heading over there. I just tried again. Did it work? It might have been just a random glitch with the hosting or something. Apparently, my docs were also down a couple days ago, but then they suddenly just went back up. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I probably should just self-host. That's probably a better option, actually. I think it would be cheaper as well. But at the time when I got my hosting, I didn't know how to do that stuff, so hindsight, I guess. And it's going to be kind of too late because I'm about to renew anyway, so I'll be fine. I'll stick it out another year, and then after that, if I want to self-host, I'll do that. But it's working, that's good. You had me worried. You had me worried. I need to update the replay widget, actually. I've been saying that I wanted to do it for like months now, but I haven't got around to it. I think the new version is actually built, I just need to push it out. The new version will have, or it already has, the ability to upload like custom borders and stuff like that, so you can have a border around the video if you want. like a video or just an image. I've already tested it with a few people and it seems like it's fine, so I should probably do that. I was actually going to do it before Stream Elements tweeted it out, but I didn't know that they were going to do that. So I was, yeah. Now I'm less motivated to do it because people have probably already just grabbed the old version. But I'll do it anyway. Should make it a point to do it before the end of the year, at least. Why is this not working? Date FNS utils. Do I need to do this? That's not a real thing. Maybe I need to do the other thing that it says. There is a class for it. Material UI pickers. Okay, there is a picker. What the heck? Why? It should be fine. Alright. Date FNS utils. And then that should be this. I'm gonna Google this. I keep forgetting that I can just Google things. Yes, this is what I'm saying. You need date FNS 2.0. Why not add date FNS as a peer dependency? Oh, I'm missing a nether module. Wait, but it installed it. This is the problem, y'all. So, the good thing about installing modules, at least, is it saves all of the modules to a package JSON file. So, whenever you basically install or download this project from like GitHub or something, all you need to do is do npm install and it will install everything that you have installed for this project. It's like you don't need to go hunting for the modules again once that's installed. And that's what's powerful about creating GitHub and stuff, or like uploading to GitHub, because you can just download a source of a project and build it from scratch. Obviously you don't upload like all of the individual dependencies that I'm installing right now. Those files you can just install once you've downloaded the core stuff that you have. It's like a seed, and then it grows into a beautiful tree. Well, hopefully this fixes it. Okay, well it did install it. Maybe that's what this was referring to. Nice. We have our date picker. What? It's all material looking. Doesn't look like I can... Oh, I can. Okay, nice. So you can actually go all the way back to 1900. Because obviously we want to put a to-do back then. I wonder if I should put a constraint to say that you can only make to-dos in the future. Well, oh, you know what would be cool? If a to-do is past if a memo is past its due date. Wait. Memos don't have due dates. I guess that would be more of a task list. Or maybe as an extra feature you can add a date that you need to do it by. And if it's past that date, it'll be highlighted red or something. That could be interesting. Also, alternatively, I might not even make a to-do thing. There is something that I've been wanting to work on for Rockhart, who is another streamer, for his song request stuff. And I thought it might be a good exercise for learning React because it's a fairly simple web app, I think. It's just making a list. There'll probably be some back-end stuff involved. I still have to figure that out. But I think essentially the only front-end stuff that I need would be just to display the thing. So I completed all the steps for your instant replay, I think. Added the key in the key section, saved, went into OBS. Shouldn't immediately work even if I'm not streaming if I do replay. Well, unfortunately it won't work. Because you're not live, so there's nothing to clip. So yeah, it won't show anything if you do that. But you can enable test mode, which is like one of the drop-down options, I think. And then if you do replay, it should come up with like a test clip, and you can just check that it's doing the thing, because I don't think the test clips work if you haven't put in a proper key. So that will, if you do get a clip showing up, then it'll show. It'll work as soon as I try it out live. Yes. So once you're live, it'll be able to clip. Just like anyone clipping, like if I go to your channel right now and I try to press the clip button or something, it's obviously not going to work because you're not live. So the replay widget is basically the same as that. Basically the same as someone trying to actually clip. Sorry to give you more tasks. You seem to be very busy. I'm not that busy. This is more just a learning stream, so I'm not actually working on anything concrete right now. So you're good. Don't worry about it. And if it doesn't work out, you can always hit me up on Discord or whatever. I think the documentation for the, I don't know if there's a, I think I did link my Discord on the page as a support if you need it, but it should work, so fingers crossed. Clicking today's date should take me back to today's day, I feel like, although it doesn't seem to be doing that. Also, can I change this? I think I can. I want to change the way it's displayed. Would that just... I think that's just format. Does it accept any valid key? So I could do month, day, year. Nice. Can I do 2 years? Unreliable name, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. So at least I could do. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't have made the widget if I didn't expect people to have questions about it as well. So you're good. And you too. Have a good rest of your weekend. We still have one whole day of it left. Well, I have 21 hours of it left, which is pretty sad actually. But it's almost the Christmas holidays, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think I've grown to appreciate Christmas better over the last couple years. Before it's just like, oh, it's just Christmas again, but I don't know. I think there's something special about it when you get older. Does that make me a boomer now? I'm not a boomer. Well, I guess I could be a boomer. Boomer at heart. Label. Can I just... what is day? I feel like there's a key for day. Actually, I'm going to check Discord, because I know that in Discord I gave someone all of the keys. Like the special letters for each of the... Oh, rip, I forgot that Discord is having problems right now. I think their search function is broken. Can't actually find anything. No! Well, I guess I'll have to go back to Google. Date, time, short codes. Was it short codes or just date, time, letters format? It should be the same across a bunch of different languages. Where is day of the week? Oh, A. Okay, so if I do A, that should come up with the day of the week. Okay, never mind. That was the anti-meridium. Okay, so it's not the same across all different languages. Good to know. Format JavaScript. Or maybe it's just following PHP. There has to be a letter for it. Maybe, I think it is following PHP actually. Let me try. Formatting current date and time in PHP. It's JavaScript in PHP. Okay, here we go. Day of the week. D. Capital D. Use D instead of D for formatting days of the month. Wait, so if I do a single D? No, that's just the day. Oh, why have I done it this way around? Subconsciously American. What? So it's not that weird. But then how do I get date, time, format, JavaScript, day of week. Get day of week. Why wouldn't it just be capital D? Let's try looking at this library, moment.js. I know that's a pretty popular JavaScript thingy. You're getting days. Format LLL. That doesn't seem right. Oh, here we go. Date FNS. Modern JavaScript date. So this is what I actually just installed. So this looks like it's the thing. Oh, wow, that's different. Okay, so it's just triple D. Nice. Let's try it out. Or not. Wait, what? It literally says right there, triple D for the day of the week. I'm not going crazy. Let me try quadruple D, maybe. So A is what I just tried, because that's the thing in Python. And that gave me AM and PM, which is apparently that. Triple D should be the day of the week. Is it because... No, I can't. Hello? It should be giving me Sunday. It doesn't seem to... Let me just try triple D by itself. Still no. Huh, that's weird. Maybe capital D's. Okay, so triple capital D's gives me day of the year. So this is the 342nd day of the year. Which I don't know how that would be useful, but I guess it might in some cases. Who knows? I'm gonna try DO. DO is the... Okay, so that's giving me 8th day of the month. Which is also wrong, according to the documentation. But I'm using... Oh, hang on, this is the wrong... Okay, I think I'm just looking at the wrong version. Uh-oh. Okay, let me find version 2.0. Beta. Wait, what version do I have? Why do I have that version? The latest version looks like it's 2.81. Let's see if it'll upgrade it or update it. Oh, it's E. They changed it to E. It's capital E. Or is it I? I don't know what the difference is. Formatting, ISO day of the week. I'm just gonna go with ISO once this is done. Do. I'm glad it came out in dark theme though. It's pretty neat. Pretty sure I can safely make the rest of the site just as normal, and everything should automatically be in dark mode. My god. A date package cannot be taking this long. It's probably installing a billion other dependencies or something. Awkward. Man, this library has a lot of like formatting options. Really crazy. Like, look at this. Flexible day period at night, in the morning. You could actually just have an actual phrase like that. And there's all of these: first, second, 12th hour, 11th hour. So what I was looking at was this. So I guess it's triple I. I guess. This is the problem when you're working with date times. Is okay, it's done. Whether to store them as ISO date times, as in, how to phrase this? So universal coordinated time, because, well, you want consistency, or in the user's local time. I guess the correct answer would be store everything in universal coordinated time and then convert it to the user's local time when they load the page. So this should be triple I. Hey, it worked. That was completely pointless, but at least I know how it works now. So not that pointless, I guess. Now I know. I don't think there was any point to updating it, but I guess it's always good to be on the latest versions. Cool. Let's see. So if I do this console log date, that should be giving me the date, right? And I'm gonna move this on top to bottom. So if I change the date, cool, and it gives me that date. Yes, nice, awesome. I caught the shiny, yay! All the shinies. I feel like I should jump onto Pokemon. I kind of put it off because I knew they would be incredibly distracting, but it's still on my list of things to get. It looks like it's been a pretty awesome experience. I did get back into Mario Maker slightly. A new update came out a few days ago with the whole Link stuff, which is pretty awesome. I haven't played too many of the Link levels yet, but there is a ton of like possibilities there. I also tried the new speedrunning stuff. That was pretty terrible, but oh well. It's pretty addictive. What was the Pokemon? What was the shiny Pokemon? Have you completed the Pokedex yet? That is one thing that I feel like I should do at some point in my life, is complete one Pokedex. I was gonna say national, but that might be a bit too much. Like the whole thing. No, that's just, well, maybe one day. I'm bored. Well, we have the keyboard date picker now. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to comment this out. Everything will still be a dark theme, right? Yes, awesome. Okay, I want to learn how to use the grid. That's next. Grid. So one of those super cool things about libraries like Bootstrap and Material UI and Utify and all that is that they have a pretty neat grid system which lets you easily put stuff in content into like boxes, and it'll automatically size them. You can space them however you want. And it's super easy to move things around and just have things laid out nicely. And more often than not, when you actually go into sites, they will have some variant of a library that has a grid system like this. Just because there's no point in reinventing the wheel if it's already done for you. Okay, so it looks like, what do we want? Containers and items. Item width's the same percentages. So how it would work in Bootstrap and Vuetify is that it would be a 12-point grid system. Oh, it's the same here. 12 column grid layout. 12 is the magic number because 12 can be divided by 2, 3, 4, 6, and that's quite a lot of numbers. So you can put stuff into like, so if this is 3 boxes, these would each be 4, so 4, 8, 12. Or you could divide it into 2, so that would be 6 and 6. Or you could divide it into 4, so that would be 3, 3, 3, 3. It's pretty intuitive. Like this, yeah. I guess they already saw that. And this is the same in Vuetify actually. You could define breakpoints, so when you size the page down, it should change. So when it gets, so right now it's default at 6, so I guess this is small and above, so it's taking up half width each. But when I size it down to super small, they'll snap to taking up the whole width. Let's see. There you go. So now these have snapped to 12, and these have gone to 6. So that's super cool. Usually what you want to do is you want to have these all snap to 12 when you get super small. I guess it depends on the content. Like if you have something that absolutely doesn't need to be on a separate line, you can make two on the same line. But again, it depends, really. Okay, cool. So I guess this is what we want to do. So it's just grid from the core. Nice, we don't need to install anything separate. And then it's just grid, item. So grid, okay, so containers are defined using the same grid component, but you specify the container keyword. You define a spacing value, and then you have item, the variant of the component, the grid component, and you give them a size, a breakpoint. Wow, it's actually a lot simpler than I thought it'd be. Okay, so let's make this pretty. We want to put these into grids. So what I'm thinking is we'll have the text box here. So we'll have two columns. Oh no, two rows, sorry. On the first row, we'll have the text box and the button, and then the date time picker can just be all along the bottom. So let's see if we can make that happen. Let's import grid. We don't need a logo anymore. I think we can delete this. Import grid. Wait, I can just... Let's not make completely separate things. Let's just do this. Text field, button, grid. There we go. All on one line, so it's a lot nicer to look at. Now we want to do grid. Okay, so we have these components, but let's not worry about that right now. We'll do grid, if I can spell. We have the container, and we need to define a, well, we'll do spacing in a bit. We'll see what it looks like first. We have another grid that is not picking up on my emmet for some reason. Weird. So, how do you define a new row? Or does it just automatically go to a new row if it's taking up space? I think it does. So that means we can put containers inside containers, I think. If I make it take up 6 and 6, it should... Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make the text box 8, and I'll make the button 4, so that adds up to 12, and I'll make this 12, and that should force it to be on separate lines. So... Can I... Is col a thing? No. So it wants me to use... small. Okay, fine. I see how it is. So let's make this 8. Let's make this one 4. And let's make this one 12. So these two add up to 12. This is 12, so this is basically 2 rows. And then in this one we'll have the text field. In this one we'll have the button. And then we'll have the date time picker at the bottom. And then for spacing, let's just do 2. See what it looks like. It usually doesn't take this long to compile. I think it's just because I'm streaming. Hey, look, it worked. The alignment is slightly off, but it's pretty much, well, it's in the grid. Okay, so I guess we'll need to check about how we can get stuff to align properly. In Vuetify, you were able to specify how things were aligned inside each container, so that might be something that is possible. I feel like this is maybe taking up too much space. We don't actually need it to. The button container could be relatively small, so let's make that 2 and let's make that 10. So the text box should have more room, and the button doesn't really need that much room. Oh god, that is just taking up, it's not even growing to the size of its container. Okay, I think we'll just leave it at 8 and 4 then. And maybe spacing is a bit too much. Let's try 1. Oh, is that vertical spacing? Oh no, that's spacing padding on the boxes. Maybe 2 was a good amount. Let's try 3. Yeah. The extra room is probably more appealing actually. Let's stick with that. Okay, let's see, how do we center now? Grid, justify, align items. Okay, let's try that. Justify, center, align, items, center. Yay, now they're centered. So I can make this like that. That would be like that. That looks better actually, like lower down. Let me change this to outlined. And let me give it a label of title. So that'll be like, hello, this is my title. I can click this. I want to see if I can get this to fill the width. I feel like there is a way to do that. Text field. Let's have a look. The grid is surprisingly easy to work with. I'm actually surprised. Okay. I could make a multi-line. What? That's like a text area then. Oh. I can also make the thing use. Wow, okay. I see you. Huh. Let's try, okay, so it looks like I can just add the full width keyword. Whoa. That is too much, sir. Why is there no padding? I mean, like left and right padding. Well, there is, but it's going off screen. Or is that just because I have yeah, why is that happening? Why is this happening? Why is it like going off the screen? I'm not zoomed in or anything. Weird. That looks fine there, and then for some reason it snaps to that. I wonder if it's because when it's small. Let me try changing this to large. Container, classes, component. What is just normal number of columns? I wonder. Let me try making this extra small. Okay, so it just naturally takes up the full width until it's tiny. So what if I make this large? I think that's the maximum. I'll have to double check. Okay, so it's got the padding there. Hasn't really... Okay, now it's all gone into a single line. That wasn't intentional. Let me go back to the grid and see. Column width apply at all breakpoints, XS and up. Okay, so XS seems to be the default. Okay. That's where I want it to start then. But it's got this weird thing about the padding. I don't get. I wonder if that's because it's in a container. What if I put this inside a div? Whoa, that is not what I wanted. I do this. Hey, that looks fairly sensible. Or not. Now it's just gone back to what it was. Can I do style? Flex? No. It's not what I wanted. I guess I need to define it as a theme. Huh, okay. Can I not just say style is flex grow 1? expects a mapping from star properties to values, not a string. Oh, okay, so I can actually just do this. Object flex grow 1. That didn't seem to do anything. Yikes. Flex grow 1. I feel like the spacing is down. What if I do padding 10? Oh, we have some padding. Though it seems weirdly offset over here. Is that just because of the spacing? Well, it seems fine when it's like that. You know what? I'm good. I think that's fine. Maybe. Doesn't look fine. Maybe I don't need it to be on a separate row like that. I think I'm just overthinking it. I want the button to be at the bottom anyway, so let's do that. Let's make this 12. Let's put this button down here and let's make that 12. Oh no, let's make that 6. And then we'll have another button that's 6 and we can say also me. So 2 buttons. I don't need these to be full width actually. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. I wonder if I can define a manual width. No. Oof. Okay, never mind. Text field, variant. Okay, title. This can be. Let's not have a title actually. Let's just say memo. And I don't need to give it a title. But I do want to give it a make it a multi-line. Multi-line. And this will be a checkbox, I think. So that'll be if it's completed or not. No, we can't make a memo and just say it's completed. So I guess that's obsolete. But we do want this. So let me give this a label. Complete by. And also outline, no, variant, outlined. What? It doesn't have an outlined variant? It's kind of lame. Let me check. It doesn't. Oh, I see. Okay, fine, I guess. How do I make the multi-line start big? rows max. Okay, I think that's it. So rows max is 4. Or is that just saying that I can go? Oh no, that's just saying. Huh. But it starts small. Multi-line. Oh, I think it's just rows actually. Rows 4. There we go. This is my memo. Meme. This is my meme. This is my memo of something to do. I want to complete it by Sunday. That's today. Oh yeah, because I made it big today. Complete it by... Maybe I should make it start like a default next day. I don't think I'll give it a time. That might be... That's not really... I mean, ideally yes, but... Yeah, it's fine. Oh, should probably get to sleep soon. I want to make these two buttons kind of closer together, I think. But if I do that, then it will leave extra space on the side. So I could make these smaller, like 3 and 3. So it'll be like this, but then if I add something else down here, like a third button, it'll just pop on the end over there because there's extra space. I think I would need to put these inside a grid container. So that would be nesting it. Grid container. Like this. Let's see. Oh. Well, I mean, it kind of works, but for some reason this is now not... do I need these as well, I wonder? Let me just paste that entire block. There we go. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can apply... Oh, I can. So I could say I can make this a maximum of 6, and then if I made these full width, that would still be contained. Or not. I don't even know what's happening there. Let's not do that. Okay, let's make that just 3. I want to try increasing this spacing to 6. Didn't look like it did anything. Okay, let's just leave that as it is. I don't need this other thing, but... Cool. Now we have that happening. How does this look in mobile? On mobile, sorry. Yikes. that is... There's buttons. I think I would prefer those buttons to be taking up more room, so let's do this. When we have much less room, we'll default it down to 3. Oh, that just looks... Oh no, that is 3 and 3. So I actually want this to be 3. No. 12. So taking up the entire row. Otherwise be 3 and 3. Like that, I think. I'm not too keen on this vertical or this horizontal vertical spacing. I'm not sure if there's a way to... How do you do that? Let me check. Oh, so it looks like I can just make this 10, and I'll default to EX. Can we try making this 20? Guess that didn't really make too much of a difference. Maybe spacing should be bigger. Maybe that's this... I think that is the vertical spacing. It is, kind of. Oh no, messed that up. Three does not equal 5. Okay, that's the spacing between these two, but what about this? There isn't any spacing between this container and this container, unless I need to wrap this container as an item. I think I need to do that actually, otherwise it doesn't count as a thing. So if I do grid item access 12 and then I put the container into that item, that will apply the spacing above it to be inside like that. Nice. So I can actually make this be 3 and 3, and I think that would make sense. Unless I make it 2 and 2. Huh. It's a good idea. Maybe. Let's try it. Oh no, not like that. 6 and 6. Or 3 and 3. Yeah, that's still fairly decent. Okay, I'm not quite sure why this isn't lining up though. Oh, because these aren't taking up the maximum width. Let me try making this full width again. Okay, well, can I make these buttons full width as well? I can. What? Okay. Let's see how that looks. It should take up its entire container. It does, okay. But that might end up looking a bit strange. What if I like flip this on its side? Oh, that's actually not bad. Okay, so it's taking up its full width, but it's just down to small, so I think it's okay. Now, can I make this full width? That is the other question. I feel like the answer is going to be yes, but let's see. Full... I can. What? Okay, let's see. Cool. It looks slightly strange full width, but I mean... it definitely looks much nicer, everything lined up like that. So I'm going to stick with it. Cool, that's on mobile. So actually, let's get out of mobile view. Oh no. It's just going to be full width no matter... No, that looks... I mean, if this was mobile, then yeah, sure. But on desktop, that's just going to look so terrible. Albisto, what's up? Aren't you still streaming? Oh no, you finished your stream. Like, 5 minutes ago. How is Half-Life 2? Are you prepping up for Half-Life Alyx? I'm pretty excited for Half-Life Alyx. Not that I have an index or anything. I mean, I don't. I think I'm gonna save up for one though. I've got to get back on that mapping grind. Half-Life in VR is just gonna be incredible. I'm actually playing through episode 2 right now because I'm a pleb and haven't played it. But I'm playing it in synergy with my my brother. We are going through first time. We actually played Half-Life 2 in co-op and episode 1. It was pretty amazing, but that was like ages ago. So we actually started episode 2 the day the Alyx trailer came out because we were like, oh yeah, we need to finish that game. Deleted the VOD there? Ah, good idea. Yeah. For reasons that I won't go into, because this VOD, I'm not going to risk deleting this VOD just because of your transgressions. Hopefully you deleted any clips that anyone might have. We're not discussing Monka TOS stuff, don't worry, future people, anyone watching this VOD back. I don't think I've finished any of the Half-Life games. Yeah, when I first started playing Half-Life 2, like, just single player ages ago, I thought the story was just... it just took forever. Or maybe I was just bad and was really slow, but it just felt like it went on for a long time. I think Half-Life 2 is probably... well, it is quite a long game, I think. Episode 1 is fairly shortish, I think. And episode 2 right now is turning out to be pretty lengthy, I think. Pretty meaty. I'm pretty curious as to how episode 2 ends. I think it does result in a cliffhanger, because obviously people are like, oh, when's Half-Life 3 coming out? And I'll finally be able to experience that. I'll join the group of people being like, I don't know when or how this resolves. I'm not looking forward to seeing it end, but... alright, you re-upload to YouTube. Yes, with your messages on stream. Monka S. I archive them and do it for the future people. I mean, we would have known had it been resolved because Mark Laidlaw leaked it. Oh yeah, that's right. The script of how it would have ended. That would be an interesting read. I mean, I haven't actually, like... I've obviously avoided all the articles and stuff because of not finishing Half-Life, or Episode 2. But definitely after I finish... Actually, I don't know if I'd want to read it. I don't know. Because a part of me would, I feel like, would be happy not knowing, or just having an ending made up in my head or something. Who knows? But a prequel to Half-Life 2 is new original stuff, so hype, yeah. I'm definitely excited for that. I think I'm going to have to get an Index. Which is probably financially extremely irresponsible, but then again, I've been saving up for quite a long time to build a PC, so I've definitely overshot my goal. And yeah, I feel like maybe I could even do mapping streams in VR. How crazy would that be? Actually, it would be very... I think it would be pretty inconvenient, actually. I'm assuming you'd have to go into VR mode every time you wanted to test the map. So I'd have to be like taking the helmet on and off. I'm assuming you can't just map in VR, because, well, the program is obviously Hammer, and you have to... That's obviously not in VR, but it'd be pretty epic, I think. Andrew said he wants to get a Index too. I'm pretty excited to see if they come out with like multiplayer stuff. Like, imagine multiplayer VR Source maps. Source 2 even. That would be crazy. They ship a Source 2 game with DevTools and they still use Hammer. Oh, it's still Hammer. It is still Hammer. Have you not seen the screenshot? Let me see if I can find it. But it's like Hammer 2. It looks a lot different to how it was before. It looks like an actual program now. It has dark theme. Source 2 Alex. I saw a screenshot the other day. Let me see. Yes. Like this. Oh god, that's a terrible... Can I make this bigger? I don't know if I can. There was like a... Maybe I can click it. Well, that looks better. Yeah, so it's still Hammer. Hammer! But it looks a lot different to how it used to look. Like, look at this. This is like an actual proper UI. Like, the Hammer I knew only had light theme. So, definitely very different. Like an actual modeling program, kind of, because look at this. Yeah, it does look totally different. I'm actually super excited to see. I mean, I haven't mapped in so long, but just look at this. I'm super hype, actually. It's gonna be crazy. I feel like they should have called it Hammer 2, but oh well. I haven't actually looked in this. So what, there's groups. As long as it doesn't crash like every 10 minutes, I think they're onto something, probably. I'm assuming you'll be able to test maps in first person. Like, well, not first person, sorry, without VR. Because only being able to test in VR would just be super inconvenient. Use sentence, unused sentence as scanners. So I guess this doesn't even need to open up a separate window anymore. Everything's just on the side. That's pretty epic. Andrew MLG, thank you for the follow. What's up? Zach, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I tried mapping once like 10 years ago and wanted to die. Yeah, it's pretty monk-ass. Maybe I'll try source mapping, well, again, in like for a stream or something. Because obviously I've streamed mapping Quadrilateral Cowboy, but the Doom 3 engine is pretty different to Source engine. I haven't actually done any like super hardcore modding in Source before, but I feel like I might have a better handle on it now. Who knows? Could mod you guys in or something. Kappa. Is a medic interesting? Medic combined soldiers? Possibly. That could be interesting. I'm just excited to see what can be done with custom mapping in VR. Like, obviously they have VR chat and you can make VR maps in like Unity and stuff, but having to learn a different program like Unity was just... I did try making a VR chat map once, and it was pretty hellish. Like, there was a lot of hoops to jump through. So being used to Hammer already and understanding how it works is definitely going to save a lot of time when making stuff. VR TF3. Wow, TF3 sounds like a really weird thing to say to me. Like, TF2 is just, you know, that just rolls off the tongue. I've heard it countless number of times. TF3 though. God, it sounds so weird when you say it. People are probably going to make a modded like TF3 with the VR stuff. I imagine it would be pretty easy to get motion sick. Like, I haven't actually played around with proper VR. Like, I've used Cardboard and like maybe Oculus once or something, but not like for an extended period of time. There is a VR lab on campus, but I have not visited it, so I don't actually know what's in there. I think it's probably a Vive, but I don't think I have access, so I'm not gonna bother trying. History repeats itself. CS 1.6 VR or something. Oh god, yeah. Like, definitely those maps are going to be the first to be recreated, I think, because they're just so simple. Everyone's just going to make a... Like, what's the first thing that you would make in Hammer? I feel like it would be a really cool... I think the easiest thing to do would just make a box. Maybe recreate my room, or just like the layout of my house or something. That could be fun to do. Just the basic block, and then see what it looks like. Dude, people are gonna make like they're gonna recreate famous landmarks and buildings and stuff, and you can just download the map and just walk around inside a fully modeled and mapped out area and just be like, you know, crazy. Just have like a skybox of a beach or something. People are going to literally make the Oasis. I mean, if it's multiplayer, we don't know. Or someone could just mod that in. Who knows? Dust 2. Dust 2 in VR would be pretty epic. I feel like you could just load up any of the Counter-Strike maps and just be able to walk around them in first person would just be insane. Just any map, really, in VR. There is so much possibility. Potential. Probably the better word. What am I doing? I got distracted. As usual. I was doing so well up until Amberster showed up. A kid. I'm sure they'll release a tech demo with content from, yeah, for sure. Closer to the time. I mean, this is, they seem pretty invested. They definitely want everyone to be on board since they're giving out the free copies with the index. You're good. I actually got quite a bit done today, so I'm impressed with myself. I managed to get this basic layout looking okay-ish, but I need to figure this out. For some, well, I do know why it's doing that. It's because it's full width. I need it to be like a max width. Feels bad. What if I just apply it up here? If this works, I'm insane. What? I think I'm insane. I'm insane, look at that. It's not taking up the full width anymore. I'm amazing. Lol. What am I working on? I'm just learning some React. You know, the stuff that powers Twitch and what's that other site that I was just looking at? I don't know. Stuff. And thank you. Yeah, the Mixer stuff is super neat. I don't think there's actually too much extra work in adding Mixer support to widgets, so I'm probably going to have to do that from now on, just because it'll avoid people being like, oh, can you export this for Mixer? So yeah. I've had some requests, well, one request for Facebook gaming, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, as a commission, I'd probably end up doing it anyway, but I don't know if I would want to add Facebook for, well, it could just be adding new event listeners, but I'll have to see. I honestly thought you stopped working with Harris after the subtrain, but you were busy anyway. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he might ask for another widget in the future. I feel like the alpha widgets aren't going to be just a one-time thing, because he was pretty like stoked about how well it did. People love free stuff, and I feel like coded stuff wise there probably isn't as much out there as there are, you know, overlays and stuff. So it's definitely given him a lot of attention. So who knows? I'm not sure what else. I guess he'll come up with an idea. I mean, he came to me with the idea of the subtrain, and I thought it was pretty epic. He'll probably come out with other stuff. Sam has some stuff for widgets. Actually, there is a widget that I'm doing at the moment that is kind of in limbo, but I think it's going to be pretty epic if I can find time to work on it. We both have stuff that we need to do for it, so I'm not the only one to blame. Miztech, what's up? How's it going over in New Zealand? I don't know what time it is over there. You're probably, I think you're 24 hours ahead, aren't you? So it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon? Or 12 hours, sorry, not 24. That would be just the same time as me. Definitely not. That man knows streaming to the most basic level. So I'm sure he'll come up with a lot of ideas. Yeah. He knows his stuff, so he'll definitely come out with something. Another idea. Something neat. It's 5:41. Ah, okay, nice. A pretty normal time for you. God, I just realized how late that is for me. Like, it's almost 5. I probably should go in like 15 minutes. I mean, I've achieved a lot more than I thought I would. Wait. Why is the button doing that? I didn't want the button to do that. Can I make this 4 and 4? There we go. Now the buttons look normal. I think I actually only need 1 button. I don't know why I added 2. I think I just wanted to... But look at those buttons. They look so, like... cute. I'm surprised you're still streaming. Yeah. Well, it's the weekend. I say that every weekend. I tried to make myself feel better for being up this late, or early even. We're fine. Probably. So I'm basically just working on a very basic React app, which is a memo thingy. I've had a few ideas for mock websites that I want to make. One of them is for memes, and the other one is an actual project, but I feel like they'd both be good practice. When I say for memes, I don't mean actual memes, I mean for a meme reason, or like a meme idea. But I'm not going to say just yet, because I don't know if I'm going to make it happen. Okay, so this is where we type the memo. This is where we want to complete it by. Let's say... Oh, 1st of January is on a Wednesday. Good to know. Hump day. And then I guess one of these buttons will be save. Maybe I should just make the other button like reset. Oh, that's something I wouldn't try. Make this a different color. Color is a prop, right? It is. Cool. Can I say error? That is not a valid color. Red. Also not a valid color. Huh. Weird. Christmas is on a Wednesday too. Aren't they always like 2 weeks apart? Oh, it's like, yeah, it's like a week apart. So, I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, that's actually pretty crazy when you think about it. A week exactly after Christmas is the next year. Damn. It's not long left until the end of the decade. Oof. Omega oof. Right, I need to actually get this color figured out. Here's a good error looking color. I wonder if I can use that. Why? What does it want? How do I set a color? Is that just the theme? Custom CSS. No, I need to make a style. That is me crying because making themes is so overly complicated. It just doesn't mix. I mean, look at this. So if I want to make a custom CSS, or like make a thing a certain style like this, so it's red, or when I hover over it it's yellow, and then when I click it it's green. In view, so on Triggerfy, what I'm using at the moment, I can just do this, and then when I highlight it or click on it, it'll go that color. And it looks like with React, I mean, I had to do this for something else. I have to basically create this entire object with this function and be like, hey, I want just all of this just to make something red or green or something. I mean, probably a lot of this other stuff is just extra stuff, but it's just so over the top compared to Vue. There's probably a good reason for it. I feel like it's gonna take some getting used to. That's what I'm trying to say. A theme provider. Wait, does that mean I have to wrap every single text field in a theme provider? Or do I just need to export? I can't have to. What? Potentially it's asking me to wrap every button in another kind of div, unless I make or like extend it and create like an object. But that just seems overkill for wanting a different color for a box. Like, I could understand it if you were making a completely different styled text field, like with, I don't know, gradients or a different shape, a background, or like a different SVG path or something, but I literally only want to change the color. That's actually all I want to do. I want to make this red. Like, if I want to make this a reset button, it does suck. Like, if I want to make this green, like how cool would that be if I guess this could stay normal, but if I made this red, people would know that was like a reset button or something. I'm gonna attempt it just so that I have the experience of doing it. I'm gonna try inline styles first. Let's see. That could work. Style, color, red. Red is not defined. Oh, that needs to be a string. Well, this, I don't know if this is like a hacky way of doing it, because if I wanted a reset button, maybe I could define that as a thing up here actually. But then that doesn't affect the other button, just the text. What if I did background color? That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I think to target specific parts of the box, I would actually need to do what it's telling me to do. Like, if I wanted to only pick the outlined bit, I would need to make that a style. Actually, I just lost the custom CSS stuff. Where is it? Okay. Let me see. Field set. Okay, so I think it's field set. Okay, let me... That's weird though. Is there an outline color property? Oh, you're right, border color. That could be it. Hey, you're right. Nice. What about the hover? It's probably the bit in between, right? But I don't know if that's... Unless hovering like that could be fine, I guess. I don't want this to be red. I want this to be this color. That red is too harsh. That red kind of looks more error looking. It's a bit dimmer. Not too sharp. That's definitely a neater way of doing it than creating, because the other way is, I guess I understand it, but I feel like it's optimization wise it's probably better not to do it. Just saying. Hey, I'm not totally useless. No, you're not. You shouldn't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't know if I should make the inside also slightly red. I don't know if that's even a thing. Maybe I can inspect it and see. So on hover. What does that do? Where is that hovering? Hover background color. Okay. Huh, that could be difficult. I don't know if I can access this hover class. Or can I? If it's an object. Maybe I can actually. If I just do it like this and hover. Background. No, actually I can't, because that would be a different part of the class. What's the music stopped? Wow, that mix was 2 hours long and looks like I've exhausted all of it. Rip. It's almost 5 as well, but it's not exactly 5, so I have like 6 minutes. Can you create a simple style sheet, import it, and apply the styles you want? I think so. I don't know if I mean, I could make it as an object. The problem is it doesn't take regular CSS like properties. It needs them to be as an object. I guess I could override it somehow. I'm going to see if I can use the with styles thing maybe, because I don't think I can affect the hover unless I maybe no, because that's the actual property, the CSS property itself, and not when it's like hover. Let me see. Where am I going? With styles from styles. Import with styles. Or is it create style? I don't remember. No, it's with styles. From material UI core styles. Yeah, I want to make this internal color red as well, which is this background color. So I guess if I make, actually let's see what it looks like. Not like that. So 0.1. Yeah, that would be cool, I think. Oh god, it's Move that one as well. Oh no. If I make a theme, that might... Oh no, because I can just apply it to that single button. Okay. That should be fine. Const error. Let's say error button. With styles. Root. Time Muffin, what's up? How's it going, dude? PogChamp. It's not really PogChamp because it's almost 5 AM. I really don't know why I'm streaming. I did say I'd go at 5 though, so that's like 3 more minutes. Mom, 3 more minutes. I want to get this error button like working. Not much, chilling. I'm up way later than I should have been. You and me both. Like, it is... I mean, it's the weekend, so I feel like I can kind of... I'm kind of okay with it because it's Sunday and, you know, the day of rest and all that. So I think we should be okay, but even so... Ah, the Stream Elements bot strikes again. Nice. I just wish I wasn't on call for work. Oh, rip. I feel for you. I'll keep you in my my prayers. Or thoughts, or whatever. I'll pray for you. Yes, color. That's what I wanted to do. That is not the... I mean, that is the color. Just RGB. RGBified. Border color. Oh no! This is where I had... Wait. If I get a call at 2 AM, I have no one to blame but myself. Ouch. I'm sure you'll be fine. Just, you know. I mean... Damn. Hopefully you don't. How am I doing this? No, it's just button. Right? MUI button. I think. I'm so confused. I don't think I'm doing any of this right, but you know what? Who cares? Well, obviously the programmer is going to care, because it's not going to run if it's wrong, but... Other than that... Okay. I think Time Muffin's in America. He's an American boy. Red-blooded American. I could be wrong. He might be Canadian. And hover. Okay, so I think it's this and then and hover. Or this, not with and hover, like that. And then I'll do background color. This. But where is it? Where are you? There you are. Like this. Oh no! I forgot to apply the style. Let's back this line up, and then I will do style. I don't know how to apply it. Bold equals screech. Sounds about right. I thought it was error button, but I don't... In the documentation, it doesn't look like they're doing that. It might just be a custom button entirely. Just do it? Okay, fine. But if it doesn't work, this is on you. Do I need to do .root? No, I think it should just do it automatically. This is your fault. Okay, so I think what I would need to do is actually this. Maybe. Let's try it. Oh wait, I didn't give it a text reset. The thing appeared, but it didn't use the style. Dang it. Okay, but it's still a thing. Apparently, so error button is... Okay, so look, it's extending button, because button is defined down here. So I guess this is the... I guess what it's doing is extending it and then giving it the style. Huh. Hey, it's your time, not mine. Well, it's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. Thank you. Just so amazingly kind. Okay, new experiment. This. And then this. And then this. How about that? Oh, it worked. I don't believe it. What the heck? And it's only 5:04. Nice. Okay, so now we know how it works. Error button is our custom button that's applying this style with root. The root is the base component, which is color and border color, as Albus has suggested. And then the and hover is the event for when it hovers. Nice. And look, it's even got that ripple effect with the red. How epic is that? I was gonna ask why, yeah, that's what I noticed as well. That only made sense when I realized that with styles is extending this component with the extra style. That makes a lot more sense to me now. But hey, it's a learning stream. That's why we're here. So now we have a reset button. That's pretty cool. I'm still concerned about this though. I mean, it's cool, but if I wanted to use an error button in a separate component, I mean, would I need to duplicate this? I guess I could find a way to export it and then just import it as a custom component, but that seems kind of extra. I don't know how I'd feel about that. We're smart. My IQ just went up by like 2. Nice. Same actually. I mean, that's one tiny victory. I'm gonna delete these other pleb lines. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about duplicating this, because what if I wanted to make the error button a different shade? Then I would need to go through every single page and update that one function. So I think the one last thing I'm going to try and do before I head off to sleep is see if I can get this to be a global thing. So if I have like a second page or something, then I can just easily import a new error button. So, how do I want to structure this? Because it's technically not a... I mean, it is a component, but... Doesn't this have inheritance overriding? Unless you want to apply stars to each button separately, I could. But I mean, for consistency, it would be better to not have to copy-paste this everywhere I go. I have an idea, but I'm just gonna put it in here for now. Error button JS. So I think I can just treat it like a normal component, and then just do const error button. And then export default error button, sorry. And then what I think I can do is I can import the button from Material UI. Button? Yes. So when I render, oh, rip. Wait. Why do I need React DOM? Oh, it's return. Rip. So I can return just I can't return. How should I guess for consistency I'll call them. No, I don't want to call it component either. So basically I would be extracting this to up here. Like this. Except I can't call this error button because this is already error button. So this would need to be, let's call it error button component. And that is doing the same thing as before. And then I think I can just export this with, this needs to be children, because children is the text that goes inside here. So that's the text like reset, that would be that. Oh, but then do I need to worry about everything else, like with these other custom props? That's a problem. That's the thing I don't like about extending. Okay, well, let's just try it. So if I get rid of that, and then I import the custom component. So import error button from components, error button, and then that's this. So it should, the only problem, I think it will just be a regular button. Button is not exported. Oh, what? Where is that coming from then? Oh, right, it's just this. With styles. Oh, I don't have with styles. What is that coming from? With styles comes from here. Yeah, it's just a regular looking button, but it's still got the style. Okay. I wonder if there's an easy way to just define every prop. Unless I have to do it manually. I mean, I could do it manually for now. So I could say, if a property is variant, I can just say variant is variant. There has to be an easy JavaScript way of doing that though. So this would be like variant equals variant up here. And then that would make it like this. But then I also have the full width thing that doesn't get passed on. So that would be default false. Full width is full width. Cool, so I could just do that. And then I can import this wherever I need it. Like if I have a different component. So let's test that out actually. If I make test component, that needs to be a JavaScript file. Oof. Okay, import React from React reach from React, and then can't test component. There has to be an Emmet thing for this. Export default test component, return div, and then if I import the error button, so I can just say h1 hello, this is a separate component. What up? I'm not using error button right now. So if I import test component, and then I make test component down here somewhere. So let's put it in a grid, inside the grid. Let's make it a new row. So I can get rid of that. So that should be our other component. So this is a component that we've brought in from over here. So technically, if I have the error button inside here as well, it should just be a case of error button. Hi. Send or nope. What? Oh, because this is inside. So I can actually just do this because it's a component inside a component. Cool, okay, nice. That actually worked. But that means that every time I have a property, it's not going to... What are the other variants? I don't remember. Oh, now it doesn't even have the autocomplete because it's a different component. Like if I do this, it'll wait. Will it? Yes, it will. So it'll give me stuff like text, outlined, contained. I think contained is well, I can't do that. Contained is variant contained. Not container, contained. It's like a full background. Oh, okay, yeah. Oof. I think that's... Oh, you know why it's doing that? Because the on hover is doing the same as this. That's, well, I guess that's not too much of a problem if we never use that button. Or at least we can just use a default button if we wanted a contained button. The error button is literally only for when we want an error looking button. Otherwise, we can just use the default stuff, I guess. Makes sense. I'm curious to see if there's a way to auto map properties, because there might be other... I don't want to have to define every single property that I'm extending, you know? There has to be a way to do it automatically. I'm gonna quickly Google that before I head off. With styles, every property. React. This could be interesting. So I'm sorry for the light theme, by the way. Apparently blogs don't know how to have a night reading. So the inline CSS is what we tried. And it worked moderately well, but it kind of broke down when... Well, actually... Well, I mean... But then it's the whole duplicating between buttons or whatever. I don't think this is based on Material UI though. So that might actually not be the case. Extend. Pass all props. Can with stars pass props to stars object? Context key. Apparently, I got 2 thumbs down though. Basically, I'm just looking for a way to say, hey, use all of the props that I'm passing in. Oh god, there are so many comments. I don't want to pass anything to I just want to pass all props. Extend component, pass all props. This seems like it's quite useful. Transferring with... Okay, so spread operator is what I kind of expected to use. Oh, maybe this. Okay, so instead of... Let me comment this out. So instead of passing props like this, I might be able to just do props. And then props can be just this to everything else. Maybe? No. Wait, would props just be the main? No, yeah, I wouldn't be destructuring props. So this would have to be props.children. and this would just be props. Let's see. Hey, it still works. Nice. So that means that I can actually, I don't need to bother mapping out every single individual property. It's just using every property that I've already passed along. So if I take full width out from error button, it should just make it nice, sweet. And what is another property that I haven't used yet? There's got to be something. Maybe an icon? No. Validation? No. Oh, helper text. So I could give it a text on the bottom. Let's see if that works. I haven't used that before, so if I pass it along and it appears, then it should be a good indicator that it's working. Reset all fields. No, it didn't appear. Unless I defined that wrong. I don't think I did. That looks right. Yeah. Okay, so it isn't. Unless... I thought I was doing so well. Oh, you're right. I'm looking at the wrong documentation. That's a text field and not a button. Whoops. And it's not even buttons, is it? It's just button. Hey, it's almost 5:30. Oh god, it's almost 5:30. I just need to test it with one more prop that I haven't used. Oh no. I think stream's about to die. Bruh. Let's give it an icon. How about an icon? Yes, let's make it like this. Oh, I can make it rounded. Or I could change the size. Ooh, okay, icon. Let's see if, what does that involve? Do I need to import icons? Shoot, I don't want to do that. End icon. Icon, send. Do I need to import icon? I do. Okay, let's do that. It lagged for a second. It's probably detecting my, the fact that I'm still awake. Wait, did stream die? Oh. Can you use font awesome icons? Well, I mean, it comes it comes with material icons preloaded, so even if I did want font awesome icons, I'd need to install another module. It's probably not worth it. I think I just need to import this other icon thing, so it should be fine. Where am I putting that though? Icon. What is a reset? What is the reset icon? There is a slot for adding icons, so I can just use that. Material icons. Let's see. Material icons. Reset. Reset. Rotate left. Yes, that's what you said, round arrow. I don't know. Is there like a... Maybe I can just do close? Maybe just close. I feel like maybe that could work. No, let's just go with it. Let's just go with that. Fine. Everything is fine. We are all good. Oh wait, do I need to... But I don't want to have to import that. What if I made it so that whatever text I can just import it on the fly? No, let's just try this. It might not work, but who knows? Maybe it might. So this would be end icon, and then this would be icon close. Right. Oh, I don't even need to import it if I just do that. Just close. Or not. Wait, but that's what it was. End icon uses a font icon. Okay. Oh, rip. So I don't do that. I just have to actually make it close icon. Never mind. What? Wait. I mean, yes, but also... Also... I think I'm trying to do it two different ways. It's probably clashing. End icon, icon end, or just close icon. Which is this. Uh-oh. Module not found. Oh, do I not have this module? Material UI core. What did I... Oh, I don't think I have that installed. Oof. npm I material UI icons. Close icon makes more sense. Yeah, I was looking at two different ways of doing it. So with Vuetify, when you have an icon, you can, what it has is v-icon, and then you just type the name of the icon inside it. So it'd be MDI close, as in material design icons. So that's what I thought it was doing here. If I just typed in the keyword, it would just pick up the icon, and I wouldn't need to import it like this, which it might do. I don't know yet. But we'll see. Because it looks like there's two ways of doing it in here. So that's just the keyword of the icon itself, but with icon. And then down here, this is what happens if you import it, like up here. But I feel like just not having to import it would also save a lot of time. I think icon close, icon was just rendering close. It was, yeah, because I think it says here this button uses a font icon. See installation instructions in the icon Well, I guess I can check that out while I'm waiting. Icon. Would that be utilities? Would that come under utilities? No? Icons. Because that might be a neater way of doing it. Usage. Option 1. Install material design icons. Okay, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Or oh, right. Well, where's the font? Oh, here we go. Font icons. Import icon. Okay, so all I would need to do is just put that in the thing. That seems like a nicer way to do it. Because I could just put that in the HTML. Well, it's put in the thing, so let's try it now. Hey, look at a bit. Nice. It's on the wrong side though. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, I want it to be on the other side. I'm a completionist. I'm gonna put it on the other side. It would be start icon then, instead of end icon. But it mapped out the, there we go. It mapped out the properties like we wanted. Nice. And then I can make the save button. So, I don't want to. Okay, I'm just gonna do it the other way because I don't. There we go. This looks neater to me. It says the option 1 is safer, but oh, option 1 probably is safer actually, because I might have a different component that's named like this. If you know what I mean. Otherwise this would just be close. And that at a glance would be pretty confusing actually. So maybe I should do a separate line. And that would be save. Didn't autocorrect me. And then, so where would that be? Here. Star icon equals. Wait, what? Oh, I accidentally doing it in the wrong place. Like that. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna get rid of this button as well, actually. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of this component entirely. I don't need it. That was just a test. Seems like it works. And I don't need test component. Awesome. Can't believe we actually managed to get that figured out. I'm going to leave this in. Actually, no, I'm not going to delete it because I have the reference in the other file. I actually don't need icon up here anymore. Nice, cleaned up. All good. It's a good way of organizing components, but you might end up with a lot of files. Oh, you mean like lines for icons? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about as well. But I don't know. It depends on the name of the icon, I guess. I suppose they won't clash too often if I'm good at organizing my names for my own components so that they don't clash with the icon names. But I guess it depends. Potentially, if I have it all on one line and I'm using a lot of icons, well, I can't imagine I'd be using that many icons actually. It's not like I'm going to have 10 or like 15 different icons on one page. That being said, I guess I could. Like, just looking at the Twitch dashboard, I have icons for, well, they're all separate components, so who knows actually. That and JS files if you're doing bigger apps. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point of React though, is that everything is reusable. So if I did have a different page that needed an error button, I can just reference that single file instead of, you know, duplicating code and putting it in the page. Having everything compartmentalized like that is pretty nifty. I'm just glad that we managed to figure this out. And just in time. It's almost 5:40, so I'm gonna head off. Albister, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for your help. It's definitely useful to have you around, Kappa. So I said about the style sheet, yeah, but the style, I don't think it works like how we think it might. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could just be messy. It's the thing. Like, what if it doesn't target the right thing? We could be targeting MUI, like, button, but then what if it just targets all of the buttons? Or something like that. I can't imagine we need to extend too many components. If I wanted to do a theme, I think I can just do a single file for that. That would apply it to the entire page, but I don't know if I'll do that. I'll just stick with it. I think theme is just what I'm doing in index, which is just changing the palette like this. I can just apply that once. What if I actually make primary a different color? Like red. Well, that actually... Oh, rip. I think that's actually looking for like a primary. So what they have is like objects like this, and then they have like this for the different shade or something. I don't know. I'm not going to bother looking into it right now. I mean, the default dark theme is pretty usable, so I might just stick with that. But at least creating the themes is starting to make more sense. It's probably essential to making a decent looking app. Just go to sleep, please. I will. I will. Don't worry. Yeah. It's almost 3 hours in, so it's a good thing. We can do this tomorrow. Wow, you sound so concerned. So thoughtful. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. Albister, thanks for your help. Anyone else still lurking? You're awesome. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, I might be streaming tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see. Peace.